The first part of the enlarger we'll talk about is the lamp house. This part of the enlarger houses the light. This high intensity bulb supplies the required light to expose the printing paper. The next part is the filter drawer, which holds different colored filters directly in the path of light. There are 3 different types, the 3, the 0, and the 5 filter, which are kept in separate boxes outside the classroom. When you're handling these filters, please keep your hands clean and dry. When you put them inside the filter drawer, make sure they're just slightly bent, but enough space to push back into the enlarger. The next part is the lamp house lifting lever and the negative carrier, which work together. When you are pulling on the lifting lever, please don't pull away from the enlarger, but towards your body to avoid bending it. The negative carrier holds the negative itself, so when you're placing it, put it shiny side up and then place it over the photo that you'd like to work with. Close it back in there, make sure everything's aligned. Use the lifting lever and place gently. Now we're going to take a look at the enlarger lens. On the side of the lens you can see numbers ranging from 16 to 3.5. This allows more or less light to be let through your enlarger. 16 being the smallest opening and 3.5 being the largest with the most light. When we're using the aperture with the lights off, each click allows more light to come in as we get closer to that lower number, 3.5. To the right of the enlarger lens, we have the focusing knob. When the lights are turned off for us, we can see what a difference it makes, even just on the edge of the light, coming in and out of focus. And even if we get closer to the edge, we can see what a difference it makes. The next piece is the lamp house locking knob, which you just gently release and lock back into place when you get the height. Please avoid touching it from the front or the lamp house to avoid breaking or burning your hands. The next part is the board, which you'll use to dodge areas, the glass to make contact prints. Open and close it very easily and lock it into place. And then underneath that is the baseboard. In the back you'll have a timer. Let's take a closer look at the timer. There's a switch on the right that says on and off, and the switch on the left, time and focus. And then we have 2 hands on our clock, one setting minutes and the smaller one setting the seconds, which we normally set all our test strips at 25 seconds. So to begin the timer, it's got to be switched to time and on when you're ready. And you can see the light of the filter showing through on the baseboard, even with the lights on in the darkroom, and the timer moving. This is what it would look like if we were working with a test strip or making a print. Now if we wanted to leave the light on to focus the image, we would want it facing focus and facing on, and the light will stay on without a timer. This is another timer, a smaller face timer. Very easy to use. It has 1 dial, so it's only set for seconds. You move the dial to 25, and to begin the timer, you press the button on the left of the 0. Then to set it for anything less than 15 seconds, there's a little dot to represent that you need to bring the dial to that dot, past it, and then set your time. And finally, to set it to focus, turn the dial to the left and press the button in.